away supposedly. Stand up, happy with that?
Yeah, delighted. It was great performance from start to finish. Even when they had 11 men in the park, I thought we were still well ahead, well on top. And and it's been a great day. And I think it's been deserved. I think the last few weeks we've been playing really well. We played well at Capital last week and didn't get the rewards for the performance, but I think today they got the rewards and a convincing victory.
How important is in the title race today?
Well, it's still a long way to go, but it's huge in terms of where we want to try and be. We're up there challenging. It's no doubt after 25 games, 26 games we've played now, we're up there in merit. And you look at where we came from last year, I think we finished maybe 10 points, maybe more behind Dunfermline last year. And then now we're maybe 10 points ahead of them, 14 points ahead of them, so it shows you how well we've came in a short time. We've worked really hard to get where we want to be, and Dunfermline's a huge club, and they'll be disappointed obviously, because the big club becomes big pressure, and obviously they'll know where they want to be, but we can look after ourselves, and I thought today was a terrific performance from us.
Do you think they're out of it now, Dunfermline?
I don't know. It's obviously I can only worry about Stranraer, but you kind of put the finger on what's happened, because at the start of the season I thought they were everybody's favourites, and rightly so. That squad they had, I think I went to a game on Tuesday night and made 7 changes to their team. I kind of made 1 change to my team, so I had 2 guys on the bench weren't fit to go on the bench because we're down to the bare bones. So, but it just shows you sometimes they know the way to go is flood it with players maybe, the small squad that we've got and how much we are together. It shows, but I Dunfermline will keep on going. They're a proud club, and I'm sure John and Neil will keep going to the very end, and there's a lot of points to play for. So I wouldn't say write them out yet, but obviously we're just delighted where we are.
After losing to one of the rivals last week, you must have been after a reaction today. You must have been stressing, we need to get back on the wagon.
Yeah, we were disappointed last week because, as I said at the time, we didn't deserve to lose the game. I thought we competed really well against another full-time side. You're talking about 2 full-time sides in your division. It's very difficult to compete, and it just shows you what us and obviously Forth and Brecon as well are up there. So it just shows you how hard we've worked this year to try and bridge that gap. But you're right that we get reaction. I always do from the players. Every time they take a setback, they always bounce back, and it just shows you the spirits in the dressing room. They can do that.
You seem quite subdued, Stevie. I know all the fans going away, they were absolutely bouncing, but you seem quite subdued just now. Are you sort of trying to rein in the enthusiasm from the performance?
Not for me. It was another game. It was another victory against a good side. So I only take it one game at a time, and supporters also do get carried away that they seen a team today was on top of the form. I thought, as I said earlier on, for start to finish time, I thought we were miles better, and also what them film there. I thought it was some terrific performances, and 2 ex-Pars players that they'll not get some mention. Wally Gibson I thought was outstanding. Stevie Bell was magnificent, and special mention that they took. It's always good, always nice playing against old clubs, but it's only nice when you win the games, and delighted for they two, because obviously they were there for a long time, and to be fair to them, I've got a lot of respect for the club, and obviously they spoke to the players about how big they were and what they came down and done today. So we're aware that we're on for a difficult game, but we handled everything, and now we look to Tuesday. We need to focus on that. Now it's another big game, and I've always said we'll try and win as many games as we can, and whatever it takes is only 10 will tell.
5 different goal scorers, and Stranraer's biggest ever win over Dunfermline. It's a good day. I imagine makes the journey back up that wee bit easier.
Yeah, as I said, it's just shows you how far we've came over the last 2 or 3 years. Considering when we first started off, we tried to survive in the division when you just get put down. We did that. The following year we managed to finish below the 2 full teams, and Rangers Dunfermline this year we're above the 2 full-time teams. So it just shows that the journey we've been on, and it's all down to the players in that dressing room. Everyone at a man, they just work their socks off. Everything we're going to ask them to go and do, they go and do it. And they'll enjoy it. There's no doubt they'll enjoy picking the players up tomorrow. But for me, it'll be back to business tomorrow, looking at the next game, because it's come thick and fast, and check how our squad's doing, because as I said earlier on, it's down to the bare bones, and we'll just have to see how it is.
I saw last 5 minutes Craig Pettigrew kicking the advertising board in frustration, and Willie Gibson raging he never got the pass from maybe a 6th goal. So there's that determination. Even at 5-1, they still want to go forward and make it even better.
Yeah, it just shows you how the players demand from each other. Every one of them demand each player plays at the top of their form every week. And it just shows when you're 5-1 up, and it's you maybe think take your foot off the gas, but players are still wanting the ball. Craig Pettigrew was desperate for a goal, so he kicks it. He kicks the advertising board. Wally Gibson was one of the games that just didn't want to see the ball the whole game, and so it just shows the players demand off each other, and that works right through from myself and assistant managers, right through the whole team, and it just shows with 5-1 up, a lot of teams would just content for that, but no one wanted to score more goals, which is also great. But the most important thing for me today was 3 points, and gets us back on track after last week's disappointment.
Oh, I thought that was as close to perfection as you're going to get.
Definitely, I think it couldn't have been any better. Right from the first whistle, it just went straight to plan. The boys were superb and we couldn't ask for any more.
Getting that goal early must have been a big boost.
It always helps in games when you get the first goal. I think especially in this league, you know, if you go 1-0 down and you're chasing the game, but definitely to get the first goal, and the league's always crucial and you just always seem to kick on from it.
What was the message? Because I mean, I came into the game thinking, both teams are going to want to keep it tight and it's going to be a pretty dour 0-0 or 1-0 to either team, but it ended up in turning into a bit of a thriller.
Well, I think the sending off hurt Saving away, but over the past week we're talking about how good we are going forward, so that was a onus on our part, and I think that showed today. I think going forward we're a lot better as well. The boys at the back were superb, but I think going forward created so much more chances, which obviously got us 5 goals, so superb. And
you were particularly impressive going forward, out wide on the right. It's not where you usually you've been in the middle recently, but I think wide right, I think Sean Winter's got a job getting a shirt back. Well, Sean's been struggling with an illness recently, so I've been slotting in there for him, but just it doesn't matter where I play, you know, I'm still going to try 110%, and I've been enjoying it, so if it continues to end the season, I'll continue, I'll keep playing it. 200 appearances, is that one of the best displays in that time? Probably is. I'm going to remember it. It was 201 now, so only if it was last week it's probably a bit more memorable, but no, definitely. Just so happy to get there, and today was special as well, especially being at home just after the 200th game. So thinking about where the club's come in your 200 appearances, I mean, the club was pretty much bust when you... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The changes I've seen over the years have been amazing. How far we've came is just unbelievable. From where we were with no money to the squad we have now is just superb. The boys' level they've played it is credit to them, and they're all coming in now all chipping in. And where's that change come from? Has it come from the gaffer? Has it come from the committee? Where have you seen the big differences being made? I just think obviously maybe the boardroom and the backroom staff have obviously known Stevie, they've given him a bit of faith. Maybe he's got, I don't know what it's like, you know, I don't deal with that kind of thing, but obviously he's brought in better players, whether I don't know, he maybe just get better contacts, and obviously we're a close team. You can also see the boys know each other from past backgrounds and stuff, so maybe that's it, we just come together, close spirit. And how different is it going into games now? You must have a bit more confidence in knowing that you can go out against a team like Dunfermline and Morton last week and know on your day you're going to beat them. Definitely. I think we're just enjoying our football still. We're still top of the league. The teams are below us, they want to catch us, and that's it. That's at the end of the day. Fancy a few more goals? I mean, you could have had a couple today. I could have, that's what I was saying. I mean, the service was terrific and I thought I could have, but it's a good start, so hopefully it continues.
Was that first chance just a sighter, was it?
The first chance is always the hardest. No, I've learned from it, because the second one I took a touch and then I put it in, so I've definitely learned from it.
What does Stevie say in the changing rooms after a game like today? Is it enjoy it, or is it right, keep your feet on the ground, let's not get carried away? Well,
before the game it was the same, it goes go and play with a smile on your face. I mean, obviously there's not a lot of pressure on football, but if you don't go enjoy it there's no point in playing. But today I think everyone just enjoyed it, and then after the game we'll get a pats in the back, and then again Tuesday we'll probably just be back to reality.
I think later on as well the fans were cheering every pass. It must be good fun when you're 5-1 up.
No, like definitely, because you know, sometimes at Stair Park it can be a bit down at times, you know, when I've seen the weather last sometimes and people don't come out, so credit to them getting out today when the weather's like that, and I can just tell they enjoyed it because the noise was definitely higher than usual.
They said as well that although it was 5-1, whenever a shot went wide you could still see there was frustration in the Stranraer players.
Definitely.
Weren't adding number 6.
I mean, that's what we want. I mean, that at the end of the day that goal difference could go down to us winning the league, so especially when you're up 5, 6, if you want to make it 7 and 8, I mean, why not, because that could come down to a key factor at the end of the season.
Fantastic. What are you doing with the jersey?
I'm going to frame it. Frame it. We'll be one to remember. Definitely.
Good stuff. Right.
Thanks
Cheers, guys. Cheers. Yeah, I saw from your reaction coming off the pitch, a lot of fist pumping. You looked like you enjoyed it.
I did, aye. It's a big, massive result for us. Got a wee bit of cold here, by the way, so it's a massive result. 10 cup finals for us now. We knew that the day was a cup final for us. So to win 5-1, I know they got a player set off in that, but I thought we really started really well. We took the game at them, we got the goal, they equalised with a sloppy goal from their point of view, good goal in their point of view. But I just thought we upped it for then on and we dominated, and it was pleasing to come off 5-1.
So it's a big statement with the title challenge. I mean, after Morton last week, where maybe it come off a bit, but then this week, saying no, we are still contenders.
I think last week we didn't deserve to lose the game. I don't think we done enough to win the game last week, but I don't think we deserve to lose it. And I think we're getting boys back now for injury, like Scott Robertson. He's been superb the last 2 games. He's fitted in centre half, excellent for us. And we knew the day we had to go and get it already, because Dunfermline are a massive club. I was there for 4 years and I know how big a club it is, and there's something not right with them for me at the moment. You can tell we're out on the pitch. And as soon as we went 2-3-1 up, you could just see their heads going down a wee bit. But no, it was credit to ourselves for keeping the pressure on them and getting the victory.
Does it hurt you seeing a club like Dunfermline? I mean, you've obviously played with them in the top flight, seeing them struggling in League One?
I must admit, it's difficult for me to see them like that, because I've got a lot of friends still at Dunfermline. One of my best pals, Andy Geoghegan, he's still there. Well, he's went there since I've left, and he knows how big a club it is, and it's difficult. Obviously I get a bit of abuse for the fans, home and away, but so there's a lot of good people in that club, and it's difficult to see them in that position. But at the end of the day, I've got to be professional and go out and do my job for Stranraer and try and get a victory. It was a wee bit emotional at the end there, because I'm always emotional when I play Dunfermline for some reason, because of what happened to me there. But that's 3 victories in a row against them, and it's no lot of clubs will do that against them. And I hope obviously I don't want to make him up this season, because I want us to go up.
Yeah.
But I hope they do well. They don't deserve to be in League One for the club of their stature. But they need to get right in the pitch.
I thought you were immense in the middle of the park today. Is it because you're feeling better yourself, or was it because against Dunfermline you stepped up?
No, I think I've played 13 games in a row and I came back from injury, and again it was another 6-month layoff and no pre-season. I've not had a pre-season since I was at Dunfermline. That's difficult, because it takes its toll, game after game after game, then training and training and training. I've had a lot of injuries, as people know, and it's difficult to maintain that standard. First 5-6 games I felt adrenaline was getting me through the games, and then I just started to feel really tired. I asked the manager to come out of the team, and he done that. Other boys came in and done a great job in that, and I'm still feeling niggles. My hamstring was really sore at half time today. I'm still feeling my ankle sore. I'm never going to be pain free in a game, but it helps when you've got guys like Willie Gibson and Grant Gallagher and Chris Akeron about you, and Stephen Stirling as well. He's a fantastic player. To come on as well, and I don't really do much, to be fair. I just kind of pick up certain balls and try and win headers and tackles, and that's about it. And try and just kind of talk to boys, talk to your Jackson Longridges and young boys trying to make a name in a game, and just try to pass on my experience.
30 this week, you're not starting to feel your
I'm
age?
feeling terrible since then. I've got the cold, constantly I've the cold since Wednesday, so hopefully I'll just go home tonight. My wife's in Ireland with my kids now, so I'll have a wee rest tonight, and I'm back in work tomorrow, so we rest up.
What, are you going to be playing Tuesday? Or
I don't think so, because it's Astro.
Yeah.
Again, I spoke about it with the manager, and I'll maybe play, I don't know, he uses me in spells, because I can play 20-25 minutes, probably max, but to go and play a full 90 minutes on Astro would set me back. And then obviously we've got a big game against one of my other former clubs, Stirling Albion, on Saturday.
Is that Astro as well?
No, that's grass, so, which is one of probably the only ones in the league that's grass.
Well, aye, that's what
I mean, Dunfermline.
How much of a statement was today as well? People maybe looking at last weekend's results and thinking, the wheels are coming off Plucky Stranraer's wagon, and then picking up a paper tomorrow. Certainly not the case.
I think teams people are always going to look at. I've always said people will look at the size of the club before they look at the team in the pitch. It's a small club punching well above its weight, but we know we've got a good bunch of boys in there. The manager's done really well to bring the team together over the 2 years he's been manager. We knew that was going to happen last week. We were unlucky last week, as I said, and we knew that we were going to pick up the papers and people were going to write us off in media or whatever. But also we've got a good bunch of boys in there. We've a close knit group, and we know what we need to do. And that was a statement today, definitely. But obviously they get the players sent off, but you still need to go and get the victory. Football like Gibson was incredible the days back to his Dunfermline days, and we need players like him to step up to the plate, because it's players like him that can win you leagues.
Is there a siege mentality almost in the Stranraer dressing room that let other teams write us off? We'll just keep going?
I think, definitely. I think the start of the season, I think a couple of people in the media said we'd finish bottom, and then we signed a couple of players, good experienced players, and we've just took each game as it comes. We're not looking at the end of the season yet. Do you know what I mean? There's still 10 cup finals. We know what we need to do, but Brecon are a great run now as well. They're flying now. They came down and beat us comfortably about 5-6 weeks ago, and they'll be thinking the same as well. It's your teams like Morton and Dunfermline, the full-time teams they're the ones that are the pressure on them for me. But we know what we need to do.
Looks like a fantastic end to the season as well. I mean, you've got Morton here, second last day, and Brecon away on the last day. And those are the 2 games you want at the end.
But the other games is players you want to play in. If you're sitting in the mid-table and you've got nothing really to play for, it's hard to get motivated for the games, and it's no fair on the fans because they're paying good money to see you. So this is why you'd be a football player. You want to play in these games. I was fortunate enough, I won a league at Dunfermline and I won promotion at Stair Park, and I know the feeling of getting up, and it's a great feeling regardless of what level it's at. So it's going to be a good end of the season hopefully. There's a lot of games to play, but it's interesting. It's one of probably the most interesting league in Scotland now for me.
I think it is.
There's 4 teams that could win it now, I think. I don't want to write Dunfermline off here yet, but they need a lot of luck to get back in it for me.
What can you say about that, John?
Horrible 90 minutes, simple as that. We didn't start great. They got the goal. Obviously we got back in it with a free kick and managed to get back in the game, and the sending off totally changed the game. It's killed us. Gregor's adamant that he couldn't move and he had to get out of the way. The referee said that to the players, but the linesman sent him off. I don't know, not seen it again. I'm just going on Gregor's word and what the referee said. So it was the linesman sent him off. So that made things difficult. They got a couple of quick goals, and then it was very difficult from then on. So it was disappointing.
Really, the sending off was the critical part of the whole game.
It was, yeah. As I said, we just got back in it, 1 each, doing okay. The game wasn't much in it, and it totally changed as soon as the sending off went in. And when they get the quick goals after that, as well, it deflates us and picks them up. So the sending off was the key point in the game.
Horrible result, horrible weather, and horrible pitch, and a horrible trip home, I assume.
It is, yeah, everything about it. But it is. It's my worst day, obviously. As a manager, I hope the players will be hurting as well. And it's a hard one to take, it is.
What positives do you take from it?
Lewis Allen, I thought he played well. Played really unlucky to score, and he's a young kid, came in 18-year-old and showed great maturity, played very well in the game. So for me, that's probably the only positive in the game. It was Lewis's performance and work rate and his attitude.
Is it just a case of dusting yourselves down now and getting ready for the next game, I suppose?
Got to, yeah, a game on Tuesday. We've got to try and prepare for that, right? That'll be so one to take. That'll hurt. It hurts every player and every member of staff like it does the fans. It's hard to take, but it's only us that can change it. And it's up to us to go out and prove on Tuesday night that we're better than that, and we have to do that very quickly.
Obviously the target for any of the clubs getting in the top half has got to be promotion. I don't imagine Dunfermline can afford too many more slip-ups if they want to be there or thereabouts. No,
we have to win games. It's as simple as that. We're not doing it. We're not done it in the last 3-4 weweeks. And we have to start winning games of football, and we'll see where it takes us from there. We're not doing it at the moment, so we'll have to work hard to make sure we can in the near future.